It's Cup final day. Juventus take on Inter Milan for the Coppa Italia. Who will be crowned champions? You'll find out right here today. Over 65% of you currently watching my videos are not subscribed. So, if you want to subscribe, little button down below this video, little red button that says subscribe, click it. Activate the notification bell as well to make sure you never miss an upload. Let's get back to the video. Welcome back, my friends, to our My Player Career Mode. Thank you, as always, for your incredible support. Appreciate each and every single one of you who continue to support me. Hope you're all doing fantastic, having an awesome day. As I mentioned, we've got Hellas Verona up first, but then we've got the Cup final, my friends. I'm really excited to take on Inter and lift our first trophy as a Juventus player. I say first trophy as a Juventus player. Was there a earlier trophy we played for? I don't believe so at the start of the season. So, yeah, this is our first trophy as a Juve player that we have available to us. I'm hoping it'll be a double once we lift the Serie A as well. There's the table. And as much as all the hype is on the game against Inter, this is still a massive match against Hellas Verona because we have to get a right result against them to keep top spot in Serie A. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and hopefully enjoy as we get into today's episode. Like target will set of 750 likes to get yourself another episode tomorrow. That's the deal. Let's see if we can achieve that. Also, we're currently on 34 goals in 25 Serie A matches. The record of 36 is well within our reach. We need 3 goals to break the record for most goals in a Serie A season. But here are the 2 lineups then as we take on Hellas Verona. The last time we played them, I believe, was that 2-2 draw where Milik scored in the last minute of the game to frustrate Juventus. We're hoping it will not be the same story here today. Now, with the Cup final just 3 days after this game, the boss will be having one mind on that, and I assume that the starting 11 that you see start the game for Juventus won't play to the very end. He will make substitutions, knowing full well we have that Cup final in just 3 days' time. Here we go, though. First of the 2 games today, and it is Hellas Verona away. Here come Hellas Verona then, looking for the first chance of the game down the right-hand side. 8 minutes gone. Gavardio will block the cross, but with his hand. It's advantage played. Zakaria clears. Chiesa can help it forward further to Vlahovic, who then helps the ball further, but it will be with Collins. And I'll use this time. Recently, I posted a post on the community section of the channel asking for some questions. I am planning on making a video in the near future where I answer your lovely people questions. And my personal favourite was a question I got recently saying, am I Peter Drury's regen? That gave me a little chuckle. So any questions you want answering, hit me with a comment on this video or on the community post. And hopefully I'll get around to answering them. What a ball this is, by the way, to get us in. The touch was not good. The ball, though, will bounce back my way. Little bit of fortune. Somehow it's not ended up in the net. I think Vlahovic might have blocked my second shot. That was a poor first touch from us, though. Got to be better there. That's a poor goal kick out as well. Let's see. Can we get something from this? Chiesa will give us the run. He's actually come away with the ball again. Pedri, De Jong, Pedri, Vlahovic in front of him. Pedri holds on. Chiesa will play me. Turns, take it around the defender. There's the goal. Juve lead. 17 minutes gone. And they had a warning sign, Hellas Verona. They didn't heed the warning sign, and that is why Juventus are 1-0 in front. Beautiful little turn on the edge of the penalty area, and bang, no chance the goalkeeper saving that. Mazraoui will play me the ball, and we've taken a touch forwards, finding Vlahovic. Vlahovic will play it straight back. Vlahovic's run on the inside. He doesn't really commit to the run, which is why I'm having to bide a bit more time, but then we pull it back his way, and he struck the woodwork as he looks for Juventus' second. It's one-way traffic at the moment. Juventus, though, need their second goal. Here is Gavardio trying to create it. Edge of the penalty area. De Jong looking for the ball through. Ramsey intercepts. And the possession is now wasted by Juventus. 5 minutes until half-time. Hellas Verona have not offered anything in the way of an attack, but at just 1-0, we've seen it before. We know Juventus do make mistakes defensively on the occasion. So, one chance, and this could be that mistake we talk about. It is indeed. Castells makes it, and Hellas Verona equalise. There you go. Exactly what I was saying. I don't know what he does here, Castells. The ball is back from Bremer, and all he's got to do is control it, play it out, but he rushes it, completely gets the pass wrong. Pepe scores, and then even then, Castells gets a hand to Pepe's header. So, yeah, awful. Absolutely awful. Pepe's ball. Luther is through the middle. He's got options to his right. It doesn't matter because Hellas Verona are about to do the unthinkable for Juventus' fans. I don't want to say it's disastrous. I'm trying to play it down a little bit, but it's disastrous. When you go to ultra-attacking, your shape just goes all over the place. I mean, why is Chiesa back there? Why is Chiesa the player furthest back for Juventus? As soon as you go to ultra-attacking, there is just a humongous amount of space. Bremer's head, or hands are on his head as he goes off the field of play because he knows, as well as every single Juventus player, fan, and the Juve manager, what a detrimental result this will be if it stays like this and if the results elsewhere with the other teams around us go in their favour. Vlahovic, De Jong, over the top for Saigankov. He's going to have to go alone here. He tries to pick out the corner. Doesn't quite find it. I arguably should have been in the box, but I thought that even if I'd have asked for the cross, he wouldn't have found me. Gvardiol's header back the way of Silva. Now Mazraoui towards Zakaria. Zakaria will play it into a bit of space. We take the touch. Vlahovic, is he onside? He is onside! And Vlahovic makes it 2-2. Big goal. 10 minutes to go. Juve need another. You sense, though. That's one. One more required. Harrison. Saigankov is the closest player with him. Jack Harrison. Ball towards Jacob Ramsey. Finding Pepe, who goes for goal. Casteels makes it look hard. If he stays on his feet, plants his feet and catches the ball, that's an easy save. But for some reason, he opts to sort of dive and ends up making it look a lot harder than he needed to, the save. We are into the final of the 3 minutes that were added on. Gvardiol wins it. The ball's got to go forward for Juventus. It has to go forward. Here is De Jong, and that is full time. The referee wastes no time to blow the whistle. Hellas Verona 2, Juventus 2. Not quite as disastrous as a 2-1 defeat, but still massively detrimental to Juventus. No player in a Juve shirt looks happy, understandably so. As we advance the days forward to the Cup final, I imagine we will now see what has happened involving the other teams. So, Serie A title. Well then, Napoli. They take top spot with 2 games to go. Milan, third by a point behind us. Now, it's okay because we now play Napoli. If we don't beat Napoli, though, you sense that might be the title done. We have to now beat Napoli in that game. Crucial match. Slip up against Hellas Verona was not good. Hellas Verona down in 13th. Should be beating them. We didn't. So now we have to beat Napoli to win the title. That, however, will not be our focus for the remainder of today because here we are for the Coppa Italia. And we are going to play this a little bit longer in terms of minutes. So let me up it to 6 minutes and a half instead of the 3 that I have been playing recently. We played 4 minutes and a half in the Hellas Verona game. And the side looks pretty strong. There is fitness issues, though, for both teams. So at least it's not just one side fully fit and the other one struggling for fitness. I mean, this final could go either way, in all honesty. I'm not even going to try and predict who will come out as champions. We're hoping it'll be us. It will be Inter Milan and Matheus Cunha to get the ball rolling for the Coppa Italia final. And we know that we want a trophy at the end of this season. It'll be a disappointment for Juventus if we are not to win either the Coppa Italia or the Serie A by the end of the year. Here is Zakaria, forward to De Jong. De Jong plays Vlahovic, who I've got no idea where he's trying to play that pass, and that sums up the first 20 minutes of this game. Both teams very messy. Not really much quality in the opening 20 minutes. That's got to change for a final. Zakaria to take us forward. This is a strong run. Finds Chiesa. Now Vlahovic. Vlahovic into a little bit of space. We'll play De Jong. De Jong will play me. Chiesa. He's over on the left. Why did he stop his run? Admittedly, the pass wasn't that great, but why did he stop the run? Because then that forced me to have to change where I wanted to play the ball. I was looking to get him away, but yeah, he went backwards. Good challenge here by Mazraoui. Can he get the ball towards us, though? The answer is no. As they're in quickly to win it, Inter Milan, we are seeing numerous misplaced passes from both sides. I tried to get back with a challenge. Bailão looks like he pulls his hand away from this shot from Matheus Cunha. Let me see this. There is no way Bailão is at full stretch for this shot, by the way. Don't tell me we're going to play a full season without a trophy. The ball is there. Matheus Cunha cannot be allowed to go in there with that much ease. Yes, I'm wrong-sided, but Matheus Cunha should not be in the middle with that much time and space. And like I say, I'm pretty certain Bailão is not at full stretch and he pulls his hands away for some reason. Regardless, Inter Milan lead in a game that has been poor quality inside 25 minutes. That's the only real quality we've seen. Matheus Cunha goes back with the pass. We intercept the pass there, though, and get Juventus back on the ball. Zakaria into the feet of Pedri. Pedri to Vlahovic. He needs to control it quicker and then release. He's taking too long. Oh, it's frustrating because we are through there if he just takes his touch and turns quicker. Jesus trying to get them on the attack. Mazraoui back the way of Bailao, who now plays me. Quick 1-2 with Frenkie de Jong trying to get us forward. He'll play Zakaria, and it's just not quite working out for Juventus. That's better from Vlahovic as he does it quicker, and now we're away from Alan Saint-Maximin into the Juve penalty area towards the byline. Looking back! And Chiesa's shot is blocked. I thought about going across towards Gvardiol, but then I thought that the goalkeeper would get there, Emi Martinez. And I assumed that Chiesa would actually have a better chance as we go for an audacious effort. With the bicycle kick, it was never going to work over the bar. The ball sails, and Juventus being frustrated inside half an hour. I'm a little bit frustrated as well. Fortunately, we've still got a lot of time left in this game, and we know we have the quality to create the chances. It's whether or not we take them. Inter took their only one they've created so far. Schlotterbeck here, having to be careful as Inter are trying to play their way out. That's poor from Fabinho. Really poor, in fact. We get away from the challenge onto the right foot. Heavy touch, though. Heavy touch. Of course it was a heavy touch when it mattered most. Oh, can you tell I'm a little bit frustrated by this first half? In fact, I'm not a little bit. I am very frustrated by this first half. Because I just feel like there are episodes where Juventus look like world beaters. And then there are episodes like today where we play like we did against Hellas Verona. And we play like this. Where we get megged. And it's 2-0 into Milan. I don't really know what to say. At the moment, my hands are on my head. And yeah, I should have scored moments before this. When we get through and I take the heavy touch to go close to Martinez. But I'm human. I'm going to miss chances. Unfortunately, it's happened when we needed it to not happen. I mean, it'll make for an unbelievable comeback if we are able to come back in this game and win the Coppa Italia. But given the way the game's going so far, I just don't see it happening. Vlahovic, de Jong, as Juve still looking to create. That's a nice ball from de Jong to find me. Now we've got an option to whip a ball towards the back post for Chiesa. Yeremy Pino underneath the first header. There's Pedri! Martinez tips it round his post. Right, this is the moment. Get a goal back now. Who knows? Whip this in with real pace, real whip on the ball. Away. Bremer picks it back up though. What can he do now as he finds de Jong? De Jong to Pedri. Pedri with a chance! Martinez again is there! Is he going to have one of those evenings where he saves everything that we throw at him? On the flip side, Bailao wasn't able to get close to either one of the two Inter Milan shots. Martinez has pulled off two great saves at the end of this first half. And at the break it will be Juventus 0, Inter Milan 2. Massive 45 minutes coming up here. Yeremy Pino for Inter Milan. Back the way of Pirola. And Juventus, I don't know what was said at half-time by the boss, but they need inspiration. That's the Juventus ball, referee. Thank you. And it will be Gvardiol with a throw deep in our own half. Zakaria is dropping really, really deep. I don't know if there's been a change in formation from the boss at half-time, but we are certainly setting up differently to what we saw in the first 45. Pedri finding the feet of de Jong. De Jong turns back to go down the left, and he's got an option to play the ball forwards. Ends up cutting the ball back. And what is he actually doing with the ball here? Because he's not really doing anything. As we'll ask him to switch the play now. And he does. Mazraoui inside. Well, sums up the game. Given away. And here is Jesus. Juventus just look like they haven't really got a plan. Admittedly, though, Inter have had two chances. Scored them both. So, on another day, they wouldn't have done that. De Jong, why? Why are you trying to force the ball to Vlahovic? Decision-making has not been there in this final, it looks like. Matheus Cunha for Inter Milan. He'll look to get into the area. Pulling the ball across. Silva intercepts, but not dealt with by Juve. And there you go. There's the third for Inter. Juventus, appalling. I can only apologise. And yeah, I could potentially have done better with the chance that came my way earlier on. In fact, I certainly should have done better with the chance that came my way earlier on when we, at 1-0 down, had the opportunity to score past Emi Martinez. But that doesn't take away from the fact that Juventus, simply put, have just not been good enough tonight. Inter Milan have created 3 moments. Inter Milan have taken those 3 moments, turned them into goals, and that is why they will be the Coppa Italia final winners. Zakaria, Pedri. Pedri, what's Vlahovic doing on the floor there? Pedri's ball looking for Saigankov. Yeremy Pino gets something on it. Vlahovic's header finds Pedri. Pedri will play me as we're trying to open up the space, which just is not there at the moment. Pedri again. It's not quite falling for Juventus. Saigankov back. Zaniolo. Zaniolo to Zakaria. Zakaria looks for me. Can someone get a shot away, please? Pedri. Vlahovic. Vlahovic plays me. It's a goal, but it won't matter. Pick up the ball. I'm not trying to kick it in the goal. I'm trying to go again. 2 minutes added on. It's not going to change the outcome. Inter will be champions. We get ourselves a goal. Why am I even celebrating there? I don't know. Zakaria's coming off. And any moment after this game gets back underway, the Juventus team will have to watch Inter Milan lift a trophy that I'm hoping won't have been our only chance of silverware this season. We have to beat Napoli now next episode. Congratulations to Inter Milan. We just weren't good enough on the night. The match facts don't make me feel any better about the game either. 9 shots to Inter Milan's 4, but as I say, we just didn't deserve to win on the night. The performance wasn't good enough. And yes, we'll be back, but it's still frustrating nevertheless to have missed out on a trophy. Which means our season all comes down to just one game next episode, and that is the Napoli game. They're up first. Then it's Sassuolo, as we have 2 games to win the Serie A title, which right now, we have to beat Napoli to do so. So I never expected when we joined Juventus and we were playing teams off the park for fun. We were scoring goals for fun to be in a position where by the end of the season, we wouldn't win a trophy potentially. I had a feeling we'd win at least one when we started our time here at Juve. And that might not be the case, depending on how we finish the season. What I'm going to do, though, today, before we go, is I want to take a look and see how our other sides that we've played for are getting on. Starting in the Premier League with Liverpool. We won the league with them last season. They find themselves 5th. Man City and Chelsea on the same points with 2 games to go in the Premier League title race. Championship, we know Palace are down there, and they are now in 5th as well. And they will have to settle for a playoff position and try and go to the Premier League through the playoffs. And then finally, over in Spain, how are Villarreal getting on? Let's take a look at how they are doing. They are 7th, so just outside Europe. Still a chance, though, to qualify for Europe. In terms of the squad as well, look at the goals, the assists. 67 goal contributions for me in 39 games. Vlahovic with 29 and 27 assists as well. He has been superb in terms of being the out-and-out striker for Juve. Chiesa over on the left, 16 and 18 in the way of goals and assists. Pedri as well, what a season he has had. But all of this may not matter unless Juventus are lifting that Serie A title at the end of it. And we did talk about this previously, but just a quick run through as to who the top 4 will face in their final 2 matches. Inter Milan will take on Atalanta, really tough game for them. Then Milan will play Sampdoria, whilst we take on Napoli, of course. The final day will see us take on Sassuolo. Napoli have got Lazio at home. Milan are away to Pisa, and Inter are away to Parma. So they are the teams who the top 4 are facing. And right now, 5 points the gap between Inter and Napoli. Still, mathematically, anyone's to win the title within the top 4. That's going to do us for today's episode. I apologise that we weren't able to win the Coppa Italia. And I didn't really play that well. Neither did Juventus. Those things happen. But yeah, apologies for the poor performance. We will look to do our best against Napoli to take back top spots. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like. 750 likes. And we'll be back again with another episode tomorrow. Until then, stay safe. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below. Activate the notification bell to make sure you never miss an upload. And I'll see you all again next time. Stay safe, look after each other, have a great day, have a great evening. Adios!